The NOVA program works because it is not like the way the federal government set the job training program up. So the reason we came here is because this NOVA program is what we want to do all across the country.
I thank you for coming and sharing our thoughts today on how that investment has paid off and letting us provide you some insight on what has worked for us. Thank you. Thank you, Mike.
In many ways, NOVA is a story of evolution. It evolved in 1983 from a one-city consortium to a six-city consortium, and then in 2000 to a seven-city consortium. President Clinton, Vice President Gore, Secretary of Labor Reich came out to NOVA and said, this is the model we want to use to be able to offer reemployment services throughout the nation. And thus the whole one-stop delivery system was born. Well, now if you look at NOVA in 2008, and you look at the fiscal crisis, and you look at the demands individuals have, it's a much more complex world we're dealing with, and we're needing to deal with that with much more complex sets of solutions.
I was working for a startup company in the Silicon Valley. Things started going poorly and got laid off. I started to interview and look around for teaching jobs, and one of the ways that I did this was to look at teaching fairs, which they had numerous ones of those. And at one of the teaching fairs, there was a booth for NOVA, and I had no idea what it was, so I went up to the person there, and they told me that there was a new program for technology people that had been laid off to become teachers. By the time we were done with this process, and I actually did get accepted into the NOVA Tech to Teacher program, I was so enthused by this that I figured there's nothing going to stop me here. I'm going to get a job, I'm going to be a great teacher. And so it was really very, I don't know what the word is here, it was just very heartening that I could start from someplace where it was just meeting someone in a booth, and at the end thinking, I've now got a whole career planned in front of me. And so it was a really wonderful experience.
We've been talking a lot about what the NOVA Tech to Teaching program is and how valuable it is, and I want to bring it back to the personal level. My advisor, Juliet Reyes, knew the obstacles there were out there, set me on the path, and was so great in clearing them and making my way smooth. Thank you, Juliet.
I went to Costco on Lawrence in Sunnyvale, and I said, I'm unemployed. I'm with a group of about 200 people who are unemployed over at ProMatch. We don't have jobs, and Valentine's Day is Saturday. I would really love it if I could do something nice for everybody. I got a phone call yesterday, and they said, we have flowers, come over. The floral manager had this cart full of all these beautiful roses that they could have sold before Valentine's Day, and she said, these are all for you. So happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Enjoy. So ProMatch has really made a difference in my job search. I came back and came to the Connect Center while I was waiting to get into ProMatch, took classes that Connect Center and NOVA offered, excellent classes. I met a lot of people who were wonderful, who helped me and taught me to think creatively. And that's the magic that I get here at ProMatch, at Connect, at NOVA. From the people here, from the fellow members, it's magic. You know, if you don't ask, you don't know, right? You need to ask, and amazing miracles happen.
I'm a marketing and salesperson, manager specializing in the fashion industry, and I have a job in the fashion industry. ProMatch is the most wonderful organization. Rubbing shoulders with all of you has taken much of the pain out of being unemployed.
I made my career out of transforming data into information. What are connections? You have an interview next week. You need to find somebody that knows somebody at that company.
So I would like to thank my success team, The Ball, who was very successful in placing 3 people in the last month.
over time, the Valley has really gone through a lot of changes, and as a result, one thing that I really value about Nova is the fact that we change. We go with the flow, we look at what our clients and customers are going through, and we evolve and adapt to meet their needs. I love our model of drop-in services and drop-in career advising being available. It really has helped us to adapt to the way the Silicon Valley works. Nova provides so many different services. We offer training opportunities, we offer one-on-one job search coaching, we have computer classes, and we also teach a lot of workshops on job searching skills and development. In fact, yesterday I taught a class on negotiating, and I teach that class a couple times a month, but every time there's someone new sitting in front of me, someone who doesn't know how to negotiate, someone who says, I don't like to negotiate. And I'm there to provide them with the information, and it's really fun at the end of the class to see people who came in saying, I can't negotiate, leaving saying, you know what, I can do this and I will do this.
I've been here for over 20 years, and there was an opportunity that came up again to work in the youth program, which is one of our special populations, and I was very excited to come back to that. The career counseling and the supportive services and the assessment testing, those are all valuable services that we provide our clients. But when you get to work with the client one-on-one and really see them struggle, they come in with such big issues and huge challenges in this program. And to be a part of that and to watch them grow, it's really, honestly, it's a lot like watching your own children grow and go through their own trials and tribulations. So one of the other ways Nova provides services to youth is our Youth at Work service, which is our job referral. And we also help local businesses in the community by providing youth who are ready to work. We offer job search workshops so that we can teach them how do you really approach an employer. You don't go with your friends, and you don't go in a halter top, and you don't go in the baggy jeans, and things like that. How do they keep a job? How do they go about getting a job? And the services we provide here at Nova allow them to learn these skills, and I get to be a part of that. And for me, that's really exciting about my job, which is why I really like it so much. And my colleagues, they have their passions and their interests, and we're all like pieces of a puzzle, and we all come together to make a big picture, and it just doesn't feel like a job when you're doing something you love.